got you.
We got hardwood floors, anything, power wash, everything.
And now check this out. If you can't do your thing to your broad, call me too, because I can do that right.
2 weeks since I got this car, and in those 2 weeks, I feel like I've already had enough of adventures. Nothing's inherently crazy wrong with the car, but I mean there was something completely wrong with it, in that rear tire had a nail in it. Literally 7 days, 1 week after I got the car, I got a nail in the tire in a spot that couldn't be fixed. So the nail was right on the side. Hey, what up? So what's up to YouTube?
Hey, hit inventory. You need your carpet clean. You need your grout clean.
Right here. Check it out.
Check it out. Whatever you done, we got you.
We got hardwood floors, anything, power wash, everything.
And now check this out. If you can't do your thing to your broad, call me too, because I can do that right there.
Hey, right from Ventura, you heard it first.
Alright, bro.
Alright, man, I see y'all. But yeah, so like I was saying, the rear tire on the car had a nail in it, like right on the side, basically too close to the sidewall to patch. And so I couldn't patch it. I tried. I went to Big Old Tires. Don't go to Big Old Tires. If you're going somewhere to get your tires, you're gonna go to a chain. Big Old Tires tried to charge me $60 to patch a tire, something that literally takes 20 minutes if you have a lift. So don't go there. Then they told me the tire couldn't be patched, and if I wanted to order a new tire from them, it would have been, how much was it? Yeah, $480 for one tire. And I was like, oh hell no. Like, I know exactly how MPSSs work because I had them on my car and on my M4. I had them on the 2 Series. I had to swap them out multiple times, and so I'm familiar with the price. But one thing they did tell me was that it's gonna take 3 days to order the tire. And so, like, that had me worried, because if Big Old Tires, like a big, you know, like chain like them, can't get the tire right away, then, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of concerning. So I went to a couple other spots and I got the same kind of, you know, answer over and over again. Because the reality is that MPSSs are discontinued. The tires that come on this car, Michelin does not make them anymore. The replacement for the MPSS is the PS4S by Michelin. And so I don't have those on this car, and I thought about making a switch. But if I were to switch one of the rear tires, then I'd have to switch out the other one. You know what I mean? You can't have one PS4S, one Michelin Pilot Super Sport. So it was like, do I just want to come out $700 out of pocket, you know, after going to Costco? But eventually, long story short, I ended up going to this spot called WD Garage, and there I was able to get a rear tire for the car. And so, car's back. You know, it took some time because we ordered from FedEx. And then FedEx didn't show up on Friday, so I had to wait till the following Monday, but the car is back. So there's 5 main secrets, quirks, or little tidbits about the Supra that I found out in the first 2 weeks of ownership that I figured are worth pointing out. And the first one being is the tire inflator, which I got really familiar with over the past 2 weeks. Since I had the nail in the tire. And so this one you can find within the trunk. But before we even get to that, one of the first kind of weird things you'll find out is that there's no way to open the trunk from the outside. You actually have to use the key and press the release button, or there's a button within the cabin. But once you've got the trunk open, you can see there isn't really, like, you know, there's a decent amount of space, but it's pretty hard to have stuff in there without it flying around. One of the things I really missed from my BMWs was the cargo net that would be in the trunk of the car, but the Supra doesn't have any of that. One thing it does have, though, is this little nook here. So this storage area here will contain the tire inflator, which is this thing right here, And then you have, I forgot what this thing is called, but essentially if you have a flat, you can use that to patch up your tire just for like the short term. You can't drive above 50 miles per hour. And then we have the tow hook here, and I like to keep my wheel lock. Additionally, you also have the fuse box back there. But this tire inflator, which you know, all BMWs come with, has like really saved my life, because it's, you know, I don't have to go to gas stations to inflate my tires whenever. So while we are still in the trunk, I figured there's one more thing that's worth pointing out, and it's the battery. It's huge. I don't think I've had a car with a battery this big, and it's definitely not lithium ion, so it's pretty darn heavy, and I'm guessing it's back here for the 50-50 weight distribution. But one of the cool things here is that you do get a little additional storage space. So like, I have my rain jacket that I keep back here, but there isn't room for that much else. And you also have a couple modules hidden back there, which you can't really see. There we go. So yeah, it's a couple BMW modules. It's just interesting to kind of like geek out and look around the trunk of this car. Now, I know I just complained about the lack of cargo in this car, but in order to address that, Toyota did do one thing, and they put these basically grocery bag holders. So this little hook here will basically hold a grocery bag, and that way it doesn't fly out. Now, in my experience, I put it back there earlier and it didn't really help. It ends up flying away, but at least it works for something. It would be cool if there was like a net that I could put from here to this side, and then that way it could hold things, because I really want to put like a quick detailer bottle inside my car. There's just like essentials that you should always have inside your car, like a first aid kit, for example. Now, point number 3 isn't actually located on the car, but rather so within my phone. So there's an app called Super Connect, which allows you to send navigation to your car, turn on ventilation remotely, and do a couple of other things like calendar syncing, message syncing. I haven't really used it that much, but like for right now, it shows that I have 5 gallons of fuel and 97 miles of range. The trick with this app that I found out through forums is that in order to sign up, you actually have to sign up twice. There's like a weird glitch within the app, which I'm quite familiar with. The first time you sign up, the app will not work. You actually have to sign up again using a different email address. So on your second sign up with a different email address, once you do that, the app will work just fine. Otherwise, the app just doesn't work. People have spent a lot of time talking to customer service trying to figure this out, and they couldn't figure it out. So if you were curious and you were having a hard time, just sign up a second time with a different email address, and then that'll completely solve the problem. Now, my 5th tip, mostly for new Supra owners, is that this car comes with a free track day through NASA, which usually isn't cheap. I'm not sure what the retail is, but I know it's probably about $500. But if you buy a Supra brand new, either 2020 or 2021, you get a free track day. I'll post a link to sign up for the track day in the description. I've already signed up in February. I'll be going to Thunderhill. I signed up for 1 day, but I'm thinking about doing 2 days for half the price. That way I could get a lot more time on track with this new car, get a way better feel for it. And one of the things I've been really wanting to do is do a lot more of HPDE before I actually, you know, really go on track by myself in open sessions again. All right, that was it for the first 2 weeks of ownership and the 5 big tips that I thought would be useful to share. Now I think it's just time to go drive this car a lot more. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.